Well, as long as we have a deteriorating relation with Russia, we have to be concerned about maintaining our deterrence. My first point in the article is that our deterrence is maintained adequately by our submarine forces and by our strategic bombers. In fact, to maintain just by our submarine forces, the strategic bomber forces serve as a backup and insurance policy on that. So I think we have adequate deterrence with those two elements of the force, and therefore, in the modernization of our forces, I favor going only to modernize the submarine forces and building of a new strategic bomber and letting our ICBM forces phase out.
So this could be done unilaterally, in other words. That you don't...
It can be done unilaterally.
Right.
It would be good if the Russians follow suit, but we cannot count on that and really don't expect it. So I think the question is what is good for our own national security. And I believe for our own national security, deterrence is provided quite adequately by the submarine forces and by the strategic bomber, and that not only do we save money by not building the ICBM force, but we avoid a very real danger, namely the danger of accidentally starting a nuclear war by a false alarm. And that's something which only the ICBM force is susceptible to.
And that's because the ICBM force is essentially a first strike, use them or lose them weapon, a counterforce weapon.
The ICBMs are located, based in silos whose location is known, and therefore we would assume that if the Russians were to launch a first strike against it, they would be part of its targets.